Good morning, folks. Welcome to another crisp morning out here on Ambleside Beach. It's just about 5:30 in the morning. Sun is about to come over the horizon. It's beautiful, calm. The water is nice and quiet. Stunning morning altogether. We've got the seagulls going nuts over there. They're catching something in the water. But anyway, here we are, ready for our second one in our series where we are getting the grounding, the breathing exercises and the cold dip. Actually, old Dries said he's going to come join me for the swim a little later, so we'll see if he pitches up. That's going to be interesting. You know, the more the merrier. More moral support, as they call it. Anyway, so today I want to talk about something a little bit more serious. Something that's, it's worrying me, it's concerning me, honestly. And that is the advent of AI. The artificial intelligence that's growing currently is a definite concern. Now, let me just explain to you why. For those of you that don't know, we publish the Innovate series of books. So, I'm involved in innovation. We publish it globally. So I see some of the stories people tell about innovation. I see what people are working on, and I've got a healthy interest in it. So I'm subscribed to a whole bunch of things that tells me this is the latest AI products, this is what's happening, so I kind of stay on top of it. Not in-depth research, but I kind of keep a good solid eye over it. And it concerns me, it really does. The reality is that in the near future, I believe that we are at an inflection point. I believe that we are at a point in civilization or society or life or whatever you want to call it, that our lives are going to change dramatically in the next 5 years. It's going to go absolutely crazy. Everything we know is going to change. And I don't know how. I don't know for what. I just know that it is it. We are at an inflection point within the next, I say 2 to 5 years, but it's probably 5 to 10 years. Things are going to, we're not going to know the world. All right. And the reason for that is that artificial intelligence is making very, very big strides. And the reality is that right now, the AI that's out there right now with a little bit of coercion can already start doing the jobs of a lot of humans. And I'm talking about white collar jobs and blue collar jobs. A lot of what we do are data administration, if you really think about it. Whether you're a CEO or whatever, you got to look at what's around you, what the data that you have, and you got to make decisions based on that. And artificial intelligence is there. It's starting to get there. Now, I hear lots of people going, oh yeah, but it still hallucinates, or it still gets this wrong. It is so and I'm like, understand that 2 years ago, you couldn't ask it for an answer. Now it's giving you a really elaborate, good answer, whether it's ChatGPT or any of the myriad of AIs out there. In 2 years, it's grown like that. It's just exponential. Give it another 2 years, it's going to be smarter than us. Well, it already is in certain aspects. There's thousands of AI apps now where you can upload your information, your data. You can upload your whole company's information, and you can ask the AI questions and it can answer questions. It can answer the questions better than any human in your company can, because it's got all of that information in its mind all the time. So yes, is it perfect? Is it there yet? No, it's not, but it's getting there really, really fast. So to people who uses the argument, oh, it's just, it's hallucinating or it's doing stuff like that, I want to say it's like telling me a 2-year-old is hallucinating. It's like, oh, he's hallucinating, he doesn't know anything, he's never going to be a good businessman. He grows up and he gets smarter and smarter and smarter, and that's what AI is going to be doing. So that brings us to the question, how is that going to influence us as humans? Now, there's a couple of ways that I'm seeing that it's going to influence us. There's a couple of ways, and yeah, that's what worries me. The first one is it's going to take our jobs. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not sure which jobs are going to go first. You know, as little as 2 years ago, the general consensus were that you got to do. I was one of the guys that said creativity is the one thing that computer models and computer learning can't do. So that's where you are safe. Humans are creative. Computers are logical. They can only do logical things. How funny that creative jobs are the first ones that are under peril or in peril. I mean, writing, basically, I know a couple of writers. We use a lot of writing in our company. It's already dramatically changed, where you used to have a writer and an editor that had to sit down and go through everything. Nowadays, you chuck it into ChatGPT and it gets done. Transcribing content, it's just like so fast. I mean, and currently, yes, we still have a human writer, an editor, Evan, a great guy. He takes the content, throws it into ChatGPT, gets a first draft, and then he makes the adjustments and makes it a little bit more human and read a little bit better, because yes, it's not there yet. It's not 100% there yet, but it's getting close. I mean, I think within the next 2 years, human writers are going to not be necessary anymore. So what I was trying to say is that it's actually quite funny that the creative jobs are the first ones to go. Writing, photo editing, design, video creation. A lot of those things are going by the wayside very, very quickly, and those are actually creative things. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so back to the point. The first thing that's going to go is our jobs, or one of the things that's going to go is jobs. It's like, if I can hire an AI to do all my writing, I don't need to pay a human salary, and the AI costs me like $29 a month. What am I going to do? I've got a business to run. We're been going for a while, but we're still a startup. It's a small business, and I need to save costs where I can save costs in the end of the day. So yes, if I can have an artificial intelligence that's going to write the stories as good or better than the human writers, then I'm not going to use the human writers. I'm going to pay the AI. And that's what every single business person and every single human out there is going to do. Administration, data and data capturing and stuff like that. I mean, Belinda's job mainly is to do data. I mean, she gets data in, she gets spreadsheets in, she needs to interpret them, she needs to move them around, she needs to put the data into other portals. With artificial intelligence, the technology already exists today to do the job that Belinda does, for an AI to do it, and to do it in like minutes that would take days. Understand? That's the crazy thing. You're talking about something that is just going to be so much more efficient, and that's going to be so much faster and so much cheaper. So that is a big concern. What are we going to do when AI starts taking the jobs? And it's like watching a slow-moving crash. I don't know what to do. You know, we were saying, okay, well, Connor wants to go into the trades because artificial intelligence is not there yet. But if you just got to go and check out all of the humanoid robots that they are building at the moment, how many companies are working at humanoid robots? And the humanoid robot, and non-humanoid robots for that matter, can do everything that a human can do. You know, or they designed for specific things, whether it's picking crops, or whether it's carrying boxes, whether it's working at UPS, whether it's flipping burgers, making food. These things can do it. Now you've got the artificial intelligence that you can stick into their heads, and they can do it as well as a human. Now just think about this. I think Elon was saying, Tesla was saying that they are going to do their bot, they want to sell it eventually at like $20,000 for a robot. So for $20,000 I can buy a Tesla bot that will work for me 7 days a week, 365 days a year, efficiently. It never wakes up with a headache, it's never sick, it doesn't have any emotional baggage, you know, it didn't fight with its wife this morning so it's feeling crappy, it didn't hurt its arm, it just keeps on going. Yeah, okay, it's probably going to have some downtime, I mean, everything breaks, but for $20,000 I can have that thing that's going to work for me many more hours than I can get out of a human a year. It has to go and charge, granted, but it'll be a lot more efficient. It's going to cost me a lot less. Now, if I have a business, whether it's changing tires on at a little lube franchise, or whether it's a fast food restaurant making hamburgers and making food, if I don't have the employee cost anymore, employee cost, especially in the Western world, labor cost is one of the largest parts of the cost of everything. So, yeah, they're coming for our jobs. Artificial intelligence and robotics are going to take over our jobs. Now you've got people saying, well, look, it uses too much power, we'll never have enough power to get it done. We are changing that. We are getting smarter and smarter. I was listening to the CEO of Intel yesterday, and he was talking about, or NVIDIA, sorry, and he was talking about where they are at. And he's like, well, we made compute in the last 10 years 1 million times cheaper and faster. 1 million times. He says, and we are busy working on the next generations. They are already working on generations 5, 6, 7 years ahead, and every year they're going to release a new generation of their AI chips. And he reckons that within the next 10 years, they're going to make computers 1 million times faster than it is today and cheaper than it is today. He reckons that a time is going to come in the foreseeable future. They're already building it. It's not like a thumb suck, I hope it's going to come. They're already building it. A time is going to come where they will be able to have compute power apps almost free, you know. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is the backbone, the thing, computers that run artificial intelligence are just going to get better, faster, quicker, and cheaper. So that genie's out of the bottle. It's not stopping. It's not stopping anytime soon. And just one other thing that people always say is like, oh, well, we're just going to find something else for humans to do. We're going to retrain humans. The AI is going to assist humans. Yes, that's how it's going to start. The AI is going to assist humans. But we're not going to retrain humans. You're talking about something that learns infinitely faster than a human can. I mean, if you had to retrain me right now to become an electrician or something, how long is that going to take me? That's going to take me years, you know, or months or whatever. I need to go and learn. I need to learn everything about it. It's going to take me years of experience before I actually know everything. The reality with AI is that it can learn instantaneously. Once the first AI or the first robot has learned to do something, all of the rest can learn it instantaneously. They just share it. I saw a clip the other day about a robot where, it's not the Tesla bot, it's another robot where they were teaching it to fold socks. So what they had is they had a lady with VR goggles on, and she was in virtual reality. And the robot was standing on the other side. He had the same stuff in front of him as she had, and then she would take the sock and fold it and roll it and put it away, and the robot would mimic her movements, and she did a couple of them. So then the robot now knows how to do it, so he could start folding socks without her leading him, you know, because I mean he's learned. It's what he does. which was obviously, you can teach a 5-year-old to roll socks. The difference here is that the moment that robot learned how to fold socks, all the other robots that are the same as him knew how to roll socks. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine you can teach one 5-year-old to put their dishes in the dishwasher and suddenly all of the 5-year-olds in the world know it, I don't think humans will be able to be retrained in anything where the AI wouldn't be quicker to be retrained. So the question is, what do we do about it? Look, I worry about it. I think about it oftentimes. I worry about it because I am not sure what to do about it. There are a couple of things we can try, but I don't know, man. I don't know how the outcome of this is going to be. I worry about a lot of things. I worry about the fact that I probably won't be able to afford a house in Vancouver. I worry about, what my kids are going to do one day. I worry about how we're going to retire because as an entrepreneur, I don't really have a retirement fund and stuff like that. But actually, I believe that none of that matters because in the next few years, things are going to dramatically change. What do you do about AI? Well, the first thing you got to do is, it's like that old joke in South Africa. We have this joke where they say there's two guys walking in the bushveld, and they look back and they see a lion on their trail. The lion is following their trail. So the one guy immediately drops to his back bum and he takes off his his little sandals that he was wearing, and he starts putting on his running shoes. And his mate looks at him and he goes, "Dude, no use putting on your running shoes. You cannot outrun a lion." And the guy looked back at him and he says, "I don't need to outrun the lion. I just need to outrun you." Now, I think that's unfortunately one of the things that we need to think about, and that you need to think about is when it comes to AI. It's not about outrunning the AI just yet. It's about outrunning the other people that are not even running at all. Because how do you do that? Well, for a start, I think you need to start learning about AI, and you need to start learning to use AI tools. Because at the end of the day, and I'm thinking as an employer, I'm also thinking it's kind of already happened. At one stage we had a lot of writing. So we used a bunch of freelance writers. Now we only have one writer because the one writer knows how to work with ChatGPT to do his job faster and effectively. So we don't need all the other writers anymore because the one writer can do it with ChatGPT. Now, okay, in our case, it's like we love this guy, he's a great guy. But in a normal business situation, what's going to happen is people are going to start letting go of staff, and the ones that are going to stay behind are the ones that knows how AI works and the ones that can work with AI. I mean, if I have 20 people capturing data and I have one that knows how to use AI and that understands AI and can do the job of the other 20 with the help of AI, then who am I going to keep? So I think that's kind of one of the things to consider. Although, once again, I don't think that's a long-term solution. It just gets you further. It's going to start being about survival, really. And nobody knows how it's going to turn out. I mean, there's people talking about a UBI, a universal basic income. There's people talking about, I don't think there's many other solutions. Because what happens when everybody loses their jobs? The economy crashes, humans become obsolete, we become useless. What was the one guy saying yesterday? He was talking about horse carriages, and I can't remember the exact date. See, AI is already better than me because it can remember. This guy was saying that in, 1907, 95% or 99% of transportation in New York City was by horses and carriages and stuff like that. Less than 10 years later, 95% of transportation was not by horse, was by motor vehicles. So there was like a sudden collapse over a period of like 10 or 12 years. There was an absolute sudden collapse where boom, it was over. No more horse carriages, you know, the stables or the whole horse industry just went belly up, just like unnecessary. And he was saying that in the situation with AI, humans are the horses. Right now, we are doing all the work. Humans are the labor force. We do the work, we do the thinking, we do the everything. Elon Musk was saying a couple of days ago that he reckons we'll get to a point where more than 99% of all intelligence will be artificial or digital intelligence. You know, less than 1% will be human intelligence at the rate that the digital intelligence is growing at the moment. So, yeah, it's not a great, fun thing to talk about this morning, but it is something that concerns me, and it's something that I need people to start thinking about. What do we do about it? I have absolutely no idea. At this stage, the best thing is to just hope that, you know, that whatever AI wins, or whoever wins with AI, they build an AI that is likes humans, and that's going to keep looking after humans and not go, there's too many of these bastards on the planet, let's let's take them out. So we'll see. I mean, can you imagine how easy it is when you have what was it in yesterday's video? I told you about how London Drugs was hacked. Their shop, their system. London Drugs, one of the biggest drug, I suppose one of the two biggest drug distributors, drug stores in Canada. They got hacked, and their stores have been closed for over a week. I mean, these guys just took over their system and broke it, and they couldn't operate. Nothing worked. Now, if you have an artificial intelligence, a digital intelligence that are so much smarter than everybody else, how hard do you think it would be for that digital intelligence to just switch off all the banks, empty everybody's bank accounts, switch off all the electronics we are using, or just make it stop working? You know, cars are going to stop driving. It's so easy, actually. It's not that hard. Anyway. Back on the UBI thing. So people talk about the UBI, Universal Basic Income. Everybody's just going to get money to sit and do nothing. You know, you're not going to work. Now, I don't know. I don't see that working for humans. I think one of the reasons for our existence, one of the things that we live for, is to be useful and to do stuff. Can you imagine that all you had to do is to just sit at home and get your basic monthly income? How do I move to a better place? How do I make my life better if there is no work and there's nothing that I can do to do that? Like, oh yeah, you're just on a universal basic income. You're just going to get paid by the government every month to sit and smoke doob? I don't know. Anyway, it's concerning. But enough of that. Time for me to turn you so you can watch the beautiful ships coming in while I do my breathing exercises. And then we'll see if Dries is going to arrive, and then we're going to go for a swim.
Relax to the deepest. Lie down, sit down, whatever it takes. Relax. Are you ready? Here we go. Round number 1. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just go with the flow of the breath. In, out. In, out. In, into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Fully in, letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. Ten more. Fully in, let it go. Five more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Fully in and let go. All right. 1 minute breath hold from now. Be in this moment. Let the body do what the body is capable of doing. Be aware of your heartbeat. Slow it down and just be this moment. Let that relaxation spread down to your toes, into your fingertips, to the base of your neck and head. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. Okay, recovery breath in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Round number 2. Back into that rhythm. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Fully in, letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. In with peace, out with stress. Ten more. Fully in, let it go. Nice, deep, circular breaths. 5 more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Fully in. And on the exhale, stop. 1.5 minute breath hold from now on. Feel. Become aware of your body. If your hands and feet are tingling, or you feel your body temperature is changing, that's okay. You're doing fantastic. need to breathe before I give the cue, that's okay. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. When you're ready, fully in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Round number 3. Back into that rhythm. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. In with the relaxation, out with the stress. In, out. In, out. In, out. Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Fully in, letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. In with peace, out with stress. 10 more. Fully in, let it go. Nice, deep, circular breaths. 5 more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Fully in. And on the exhale, stop. 1.5 minute breath hold from now on. Become aware of the blood running through your veins, your heart beating. Feel. Seconds left. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. All right. Breathe in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Let your breathing return to normal. As you finish.
All right, here we go. Time for the swim. rightio, there it's done. At least today I remembered the towel. Woo! It's a crazy feeling, I can tell you that. Wow. It's like my whole skin is tingling. It's like this little burning, tingling feeling. Actually feels quite good, weirdly enough. Don't know how to describe it really. It's almost like pins and needles, but not. Okay folks, that's day 2 in the bag. 3 more weeks, twice a week, so another 6 times to do it. But actually Belinda said that she's going to come do it with me tomorrow, so we'll just do an extra one. Alright, you all must have a good one. Cheers.